Hello? Hello? Who's over there? Who's there? Hello? Hello, how are you all? You're about to go mail out your duct tape dummy. Will you want to stop and say hi? Well, hello! Thank you for stopping by saying hi. See, oh yeah, hi, even hi. Let's see, who we have? We have Quirky Kitsune, Ancient Skies, Ink Blitz, me, Lightning. Hello, so many people today. Hello. You love getting art streamed. It's the best serotonin. Yeah, we had a good time with the drippy, inky drippy paws yesterday. It was I had fun just talking about them. Alright, is my brush gonna like do things? What's it doing? There it goes. Okay, hold on, my brush was just being funky for a little moment. So how y'all doing? Like, did you have a good day yesterday? Yeah, I called you names. A lot of names. I kept trying to call you Ink Blitz, but I kept saying Eventide, and then I kept forgetting Tempo's name, and it was just awful. I couldn't remember the names. Yeah, I did not mention the tail yesterday, I don't think. Yeah, have fun, Lightning. Good luck with your duct tape dummy. Yeah, they're all right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know you normally go by Ink Blitz and like everything, so that's what I try. I'm trying to switch my brain to Ink Blitz, but I first knew you as Eventide, so that's what my brain wants to call you. Hello, welcome in, Freddy. Yes, it's kitty cat time. Meow meow. At one point, Ink Templates. Yeah. Sounds like you're saying template. Like, you got a template for something. Templates. Anyway, yeah, so I don't really have a plan today. I just figured we'd draw stuff, I guess. You could call it any of them depending on where you are. That is fair. Yeah. Oh yeah, earlier today I was working on my personal reference, just kind of trying to get an idea of how I want the anatomy to be for the anthro version. I already got the feral version worked out over here. That's not an arrow, that's an arrow. But yeah, I redrew the anthro version just this morning. Actually, not even this morning, just like an hour before stream. I started that. I also had a cup of coffee, but I'm still tired, so I just need. Oh look, we also have emotes flying across the screen now. I like that edit, Ancient Skies. It's a good edit. Glasses are a little off. Dutchies all calling me Tempo, your costume group calls you Eventide, and people from Twitter call you Inkblitz. Yeah, that's fair. When you have so many characters that you use, I guess you just have to kind of get used to going by all the names. I only really have one character I use, so... I mean, I want to start using Fisk more, so maybe people will start calling me Fisk eventually. But that day is not today. For now, I'm just Z. Or Fluffy. Yeah, I really, really want to get a 3D model of Fisk. With, like, all of the Wigglebone physics. Sunglasses normally hide the pain inside. Just gotta hide the pain. Yeah, one of my plans is, like, as you know, like, money accrues on Twitch, I'm gonna try to save that towards a 3D model for Fisk. Or Z, I don't know. I don't know which one I want first. I think what I might do is I'm gonna make my own 2D model for Z, and then my first 3D model maybe will be Fisk. So, like, I still have, like, 2 different characters, but also 2 different, modes. My mouth seems a little hyper moving. Test. Might need to, hold on, I think I need to edit the threshold, it's catching my voice. It's a good thing to save up for and something people want to see. Yeah, I think it'd be so fun. Let me pop this up just a little bit. There we go. I think that's better. Okay. Sorry, I was messing with the audio threshold on my face tracking thing earlier. But yeah, I really want Fisk as a 3D model. He would be perfect for it. Oh gosh, hold on, I forgot to turn my phone on vibrate. Or not vibrate, unvibrate. The no noise version. Mute. There we go. Sorry. Hopefully that didn't come through the mic too loud. I usually try to remember to turn my phone off, or not off, but like onto mute before stream, but I forgot today. I don't want my tail to go. I'm just gonna draw the spine. Maybe curling up, kind of around, I don't know. How does balance happen? Loving the expression, oh yeah. I haven't worked out my facial anatomy yet, so I'm just temporary faces, but also it's growing on me. I think I'm gonna keep the expressions as they are. And I see I have a sippy. I'm gonna get a sip. Thank you for the sippy, keeping me hydrated. I've been working so hard, I just started. It's only been 8 minutes. Blue! Okay, let's get blue going. What button is it? Is it this button? It's that button. Okay, sorry, I changed my buttons. And I can't remember what's what. Let's change it to blue. Blue! Is that blue? This is blue. More blue. Ooh. We have extra blue fire. I do love changing the color of the fire, it's so fun. What's your birthday? Happy fire birthday. No, happy fire birthday to you. It's your fire birthday, so ha. Why is that highlighted? Is my mouse over there? There we go. I got my mouse back. Oh. Hold on. Oh no, wait. Oh, there we go. Apparently I was on the rotate tool, I didn't realize that. Ooh. Ooh, another fun thing we could work on. Super secret badge. It's not even that secret. But I did sketch this morning. Before I started crashing so hard and needed a coffee. But look, it's a little vaccinated badge of somebody that a lot of you probably recognize. Secrets. Oh yeah, super secret. Nobody knows my secrets. Yeah, I was working on that this morning. So maybe... Oh gosh, computer. Wait, hold on, computer, are you okay? Computer? My computer is lagging super hard. You want one? I mean, I was thinking about maybe making these into like a... not really like a base. Almost like a multi-slot your character here, I guess, or like it's all the same pose and everything, but you know, just redrawn into your character. Yeah, kind of like that. Let's see, I need to merge these layers together so my computer freaks out a little bit less. These are also two very large files, so maybe I should close one. Let me save this one before I... No, it's not Shira art, it's someone else. I know you know who they are, Ancient Skies. But yeah, I spent quite a bit of time just like trying to come up with like a cool little badge. It's also gonna be a double-sided badge, so like it's gonna be, you know, front and back, same thing. But I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna flip the vaccinated word around so you can still read it. But I just need to get the sketching out of the way. What is talking? I feel like now that I've had coffee, it's like harder for me to talk. I'm still tired. A little less tired. You know who... Is the bat going to be not vaccinated? No, both sides are vaccinated. That's what you get the double dose for. Although I guess if you get Johnson & Johnson, then you're not double dosed. But yeah, I don't know if I want to line or sketch more. Sketch or line? Any preferences? You guys have any preferences of what to watch? Like, honestly, I'm down for either way. What is this? What is this layer? This layer is nothing. I need to start labeling my layers, because I can't keep track of anything. You've also got no preferences? Yeah, that's the hard part when you can do both. What if the back had less vaccine in it? Oh, I see. You just lose some of your vaccine, you will watch both. Maybe let's keep sketching, because I was working on this like right before I started the stream. Can we add more fire onto... Well, I can add more fire onto my own reference. I still don't know how I want the tail. It'd be cool if I like, looped around maybe, but then that get confusing. The silhouette would look weird. You want the one that has more fire. Okay, well, I mean, there's not going to be fire right now. But later on in my reference, as I like start the layout process, then there will be fire. Right now, it's just going to be a whole lot of sketching and anatomy figuring out, because I don't know how I want it to look. You want the tail on fire. Okay, so I'm a Charmander. That's how it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to close one of these files because my computer is lagging so hard. Oh wow. Okay, there we go. It's calming down a little bit. Never mind. My computer hates this. I can't wait for that new computer to come. Let me see, I ordered it 3 weeks ago, so we have at minimum 3 more weeks until it's shipped. And then, but it could take a couple weeks longer than that, so we're at like 3 to 5 weeks until it ships, and then who knows how long until it actually arrives. Because mailing is kind of questionable still. It's better than it used to be. But also it's a 45-pound computer, so I don't know. That's how long it took back in August. Yeah, really rip the PC market, right? Like, I'm just happy I found a pre-built that was able to be bought that had good specs. Like, I wanted to avoid an Intel CPU, which is I did avoid that, and then I also got a fairly good GPU. You've been wanting to upgrade to a 3070? Yeah, good luck on that one. Don't think you can find one of those right now. I think my computer's gonna have a 3080. I think that's what it had, a 3080. And a AMD, I think it was like a, was it 3900X?
I think so.
Yeah, it was something like that. No, 5900X, that was it. I'm trying to one-up you. Yeah, my computer's just so much better. Get on my level. My future level, not my current level. My current level is poo-poo garbo. My current level is not hard to beat. I think I kind of like a little sweat swirl in the middle. Get on my level, you already have a computer. You're not fair. You do have a computer already. Hello, can you draw my line, computer? There it goes. Oh my god. Yeah, I have it. Oh yeah, and then yeah, Ink also has VR. I don't have VR, and I don't know if I can have VR for a while. That's another reason why I'm conflicted about getting a 3D model. Because I don't know if I want to get a VR set first. Because then, like, I'll have something more to use my model for. I already have an artist in mind for a 3D model. Can I draw? Is it drawing a line? There it goes. But yeah, the person who makes 3D models, they usually make them for VR chat, but they also kind of do special blending for VTubing software. So like, I kind of want to have both options. Like, they can just do it one and done instead of me coming back like however many months later, like, hey, can you rig this for VR chat now? Who am I thinking of on their Lyra numbers? Some numbers behind their name. Hold on, I can probably get their link and send it in chat real quick. They're so good. Lyra.
Considering you're just now getting a commission you made like 3 years ago, maybe it's worth starting sooner?
What?
Did you mention recently that you've been waiting like 3 years for some commission?
Oh, that's just like a badge. That's a totally different person.
Yeah, but still.
This person, they have a really good schedule. They open for commissions when their queue gets down to like 2 people. And then like your commission is started like about 2 months after you order, and normally finished in the same month. Most VR rigged avatars work for UV tubing. Yeah, I know that, but like, they just don't look as expressive, if you know what I mean. They're like rigged a certain way. But like, this person can also rig them more specifically for the VTubing software. So like, you're more expressive and you can do more with it. Yeah. Yeah, so like, this person, they know how to do all that stuff. Which is really why I want to get to commission them. Hold on, wait, I just pulled up their Twitter account. Can I please share this? Do I need to open this in the app? In my Twitter app? Bless you.
Thank you.
My phone's being stupid dumb. Hold on. Paste. I don't want it to be on mobile Twitter, that's dumb. Does this work? Okay, there we go. But yeah. They do really good models. Gosh. I accidentally hit the button to make my desk a standing desk. I do that a lot. Like, my chair just kind of swivels and hits the button, and then it's like, whoop, time to be standing now. It scares me. Copy link. There we go. If that link works, which it should, that's who I want to commission. Smarter to get off your tail, but my Cintiq isn't on the standing desk. It's just the desk next to me. It just goes like, whoop, time to be standing. I mean, I want my Cintiq to be on a standing desk, but it's heavy. It's 80 pounds. It's an 80-pound tablet. So, a standing desk can't handle that. That is too big for my standing desk. My monitors already take up all the room. So, like, it's on its own little desk that can't move. Alright, I'm starting to think that I have to work on the badge, because my computer does not want to work on this big reference sheet. You need to have your desk just randomly go up throughout the day. The problem is, like, most of the day I'm working on my tablet, so I'm not even really... Like, it would really hurt my neck to have to, like, look over at my monitor to, like, you know, look at whatever references I'm trying to gather or whatever, and just, like, to crane my neck really high up. Alright, I think I'm gonna go with something like that. Just commit to something already instead of just keep drawing the same line over and over again. I'm not gonna draw the underneath line, I'm just gonna keep it like right here. But yeah, I want to commission Lyra eventually. But I don't have the money right now, so that's why I'm kind of like waiting for my Twitch stuff to, you know, kind of accrue a little bit. So it probably won't be till like maybe late this year. And that's, you know, if I decide to get a model first. Because maybe I want to get VR set first. Oh, and I see we have a meow. 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 Halfway through that, Coda, who's been sleeping by my feet, just like got up and stared at me. I don't think he likes. I think he thinks I'm mocking him or something. What did I say, buddy? Oh, okay, never mind. He's sitting in the chair behind me now. You wanted to sit with me, bud? I guess I said something nice because he wants to sit with me now instead of sitting by my feet. Oh gosh, you're taking my. Okay. Well, he's taking like my whole chair now. He decided to sit in a ball instead of stretched out like he normally does, so I need to scoot to the very edge of my chair. Ugh, there you go, buddy. Yeah, or I don't know what I said, but he wants to sit with me now. And he wants to take my entire chair. You know, buddy, you could just like stretch out and like leave a little bit of room for me to sit down. But no, you wanna be rude and just take my whole chair, why don't you? Oh well, I can sit on the very edge of the chair for a little bit. It'll really hurt my tailbone later, but I'm kind of used to it by now, to be honest. He likes to sit in the back of my chair like all the time. Alright, flip the canvas. There we go. Oh gosh. I'm super hyped for my new computer because right now I can't really edit videos. I mean, I could. It just doesn't work very well. My current CPU is too old, so my my video editing software yells at me every time I open it, like, "We can't use your CPU, it's too old and poopy." So, it'll be nice to be able to, you know, have a computer where it doesn't yell at me every time. Like, I can still run the program. It just runs very, very, very slow. It's honestly just more annoying than anything to try to edit a video with that. So I've got like a ton of videos to edit when my new computer comes. Bad CPU, bad. Get out of here, you stinky CPU. Yeah, it's like a 4th gen Intel i7. It's old. Also, hi, welcome in, SpiritPanda. AKA Sammy, AKA the sketch I showed off earlier. We actually might switch to that because my computer's not handling this large canvas very well. Hello. It's hello. Oh, hello. I don't know if anybody remembers that from Megamind. Such a good movie, though. People don't really talk about Megamind. It was so good. Alright, we're gonna do something like that for the tail. Kind of wiggly woogly. The Spider. It's such a good movie. Like, why don't people talk about it more often? Is it just too old? When did it come out? Is it one of those old movies now? Where it's like, oh yeah, Ice Age came out like 15 years ago. I don't know if that's true, but it's definitely old. And then you're just like, oh gosh, it can't be that old, can it? I think it was like more like 10 years ago. Ice Age, anyway. I don't know, I'm not good about keeping track of time. 2010. Oh yeah, so 11 years ago. Got overshadowed by Despicable Me. I mean, Despicable Me was cute. But, like, Megamind. Also, I see a sippy from Aspen Fox. Hello, welcome in. I'll take a sip for you. Thank you for hydrating me. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing today, Aspen Fox? I'm actually really happy with how this anatomy is going out here. Yeah, I put a cooldown on it, because, I had somebody, oh gosh, what was it? It was Owo saved up, I forget, I think he said 16,000 points, or 16 or 17,000 points just for sips. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna put a 1 minute time down on this. It's like it can still be kind of spammy, but it won't be like back-to-back spam. I don't like drinking so much water that I feel like I have to puke afterwards. It's not a good time. And then you have to pee so bad. Oh, yep, another sippy, thank you. Eh. Like, I can do a lot of sips, but just not back-to-back. It's your fault it had a cooldown. I mean, after that one time where it was like 103 sips in a row, I was like, okay, maybe I should put a stop to this. You're right, I bought that redeems it every 1 minute. Oh boy. You see, the first sippy train wasn't bad. It was like 50 something. Yeah, I think it was like 50 or so. The second one though, I'm pretty sure it was 103. I couldn't do that. I didn't tell you guys during the stream, but I ended up just taking like micro sips for that. It was like hardly even a sip. It was just like a tiny bit taste, like touching my tongue, and that's what I called a sip. That was the only way I was gonna be able to handle it. Let's see. Okay, so I kind of like the tail like that. Let's merge that down. You stopped because I took pity as you only redeemed 2k of your 5k points. Oh god. Oh. Yeah, you could have really done me in. I took fake sips, I did. I took fake sips, I admit it. But I had to for my own sake. Alright, I want arms. How make arms like Big Noodle, but with bones. Ooh, a sippy! Wait, should I just leave my drink open? At this point I have to keep unscrewing this lid. Oh, thank you for the sippy! What are the point of these infernos? I don't know, you can do other things. Oh, look at the little emote fly across the screen. Get a straw bottle. I mean, this is just like, it's like a sparkling ice drink. I originally took it out for lunch, but then I almost fell asleep, so I got a coffee instead. I'm still tired, but I'm at least not gonna fall asleep on stream. It's weird, normally I'm pretty sensitive to caffeine. I don't really drink caffeine that often, I don't think. Does Dr. Pepper have caffeine in it? Ooh, what is that? That's a cute little emote. Hold on, I'm gonna... Who is that? Who is... Pride line. That is super cute. Wow. I love it. Alright, anyway, I got this. It's so easy to distract me. From Pride 2019. Oh, that's cool. A bit of caffeine more than Coke. Oh, yeah, well, maybe I am addicted to caffeine then. Or not addicted, but like... I have like a tolerance to it, maybe. And maybe that's why the cup of coffee didn't do much. Gosh, it's also like... It's like I normally have one soda a day at lunchtime. But then, you know, like sometimes you get a headache and you're like, am I going through withdrawal because I didn't have a soda for lunch, or do I just have a headache? Because caffeine helps headaches. And I do get frequent headaches. So, is it like... It's very conflicting. I don't know whether I'm addicted, my body's addicted to caffeine, or if it's just, you know, getting enough caffeine usually to get rid of my constant headaches. It's also, you know, when I get a headache, I take Excedrin, which also has caffeine in it, because, again, caffeine helps. It really does wonders for headaches. I don't know why.
Looking at this chart, Dr. Pepper seems to be one of the more caffeinated sodas.
Ah, so I drink lots of caffeine. Maybe not lots compared to some people, but maybe probably more than others. I don't know, I don't normally have coffee anymore. I don't know. I try to not have coffee too much. Like, coffee's definitely good for waking you up, but I also don't want to, like, become reliant on needing a cup of coffee every day. Ooh, look at all those emotes.
Tea.
I don't like tea. Tea tastes like stupid water. Look at all those pride emotes. That's actually really cool. I like those. Also just the kitty ones. That's so cute. Wow, there's so many. Oh, bye, Coda. Oh, did you see Drew go by? Were you hoping for a treat? Well, I got my chair back. Scoot it forward. Oh, now my butt won't hurt. Those are such cute emotes. You see, I didn't really start using Twitch until, like, this year. You know, watching or streaming. So I don't have all the cool one-time emotes or whatever. I also don't really know what I'm doing half the time on Twitch. I'm like, oh, what does this button do? Do I want it that long? I think this is too long. I don't know. Let's give a little bit of fluff right there. There we go. That's a little bit more calmed down. You dropped 5 gift subs for all those pride emotes. I think this seems worth it. Those are some really cute emotes. I think my favorite's still the pride lion though, just because I'm biased to cats. Oh wait, I see another cat, I think. Wait, is that a dog or is that a cat? Hold on. Pride Rise. I think... Is that a dog? That might be a dog. Yeah, the lion's so cute. I mean, I love all the different animals. The toucan, the rhino, the penguins, the unicorn. They're all very cute. Alright, let's move his arm in a little bit. It seems a little long. Alright, I don't... See, now the arm's like super skinny, so let's fatten it up a teeny bit. Some form of cat. Yeah, I don't know exactly what that one is. It's cute though. Like, it could be a dog or it could be a cat. Like, the ears are short, but they're also kind of pointy like a cat, but the nose makes me think dog. I don't know. It could really go either way. Anyways, arms. Arms? Arms. I think that's about right for the arm. What if I go like this? No, that's not right. Yeah, the outside needs to overlap the upper arm. I'm gonna erase some of my guidelines here. Actually, wait, no, I'm gonna just make them a little bit smaller. Just a little bit less noticeable, because I think I still might need them. Are you just trying to get emotes to fly across the screen now? You don't get that cute sushi badge? So secrets. If you go to... I'm gonna type it too. If you go... Gosh, can I not type it? There we go. If you go to your settings... Wow, thank you for the 1 biddy, Ancient Skies. Go to settings, privacy and security. And then it'll be the very last toggleable thing. And then if you just switch that off, then it'll replace your founder's badge with the sushi. Sadly, it does it for all, you know, across every channel that you're a founder in. I wish I could change it, you know, on a per chat basis. But I guess not. I found that out, yesterday. Because, you know, our last stream we were making sub badges for, Inkblitz. And I am, I'm a sub in their streams. So I had to change off my founder's badge to be able to see the very thing I drew. You want to rip your founder's badge? I know, right? It's like, it's kind of like a torn. I think I might like end up like switching back and forth. You know, like sometimes rep my founder's badge in streams and sometimes rep the, you know, the cool art. What would be even cooler, I really wish this was an option, was making a custom founder's badge. So like you still get to partake in like, you know, the art of the channel, but you have like a unique one-of-a-kind badge that only you can have. Well, you and like 10 other people, I guess. Like, I think that'd be so cool. I hope they make it a feature eventually. Yeah, it would be so cool. Because, like, you can make... I can like, customize pretty much every kind of badge except for that one. Like, I eventually wanted, you know, the bit badges that I think some of you guys have. I don't know. But, like, you know, I want to customize the bit badges, too. I mean, I can do that, but I just haven't had the time to think of anything to customize them with. Oh, wow! Thank you for the 1 biddy, agents, guys! You and your little 1 biddies to make it go, wow! Alright, so I think I like this for, like, the main anatomy of the body. For the Antthro version. So I'm gonna scoot this, down here, I guess. I don't know. Thank you, Inkblitz, for the 2 biddies. Wow, really, really one-upping Ancient Skies there. Yeah, Ancient Skies, what are you gonna do about that, huh? Gonna get one-up like that after you keep giving 1 bit every few minutes? 2.1 bits? I don't think you can, split them up like that. Anyway, I'm gonna scooch this guy over here. Scooch myself over there. Let's switch gears. Let's do this. Let's do our little vaccinated badge. Alright, so we got our sketch. I'm just gonna make it a little bit less noticeable. We're gonna start with black, but we're probably going to recolor the line art later. Because, I don't know, I like to do that sometimes. Alright. This seems fairly smooth. So let's get to lining this. It's a little cute. I really need to find a better brush. This one just does not handle like the edges well. It just kind of gives like a blob. But I want like those nice sharp edges. So I always have to go back and like erase the edge a little bit to like get that point. There we go. Let's get the nose. But yeah, this is for those that missed it, this is Sammy, aka SpiritPanda Costumes, working on their badge a little bit today. I got really inspired / motivated this morning to do the sketch, so I kind of knocked it out really fast. Probably won't, I don't know, I might get through the line art today, but I am super tired, so I'm moving kind of slow. Even though I had a cup of coffee. Your baby, yeah, it's your baby. Your vaccinated baby. There we go. Get that little horn in there. There we go. Make sure we keep the lines not all wonky on the edge here. Sometimes the brush just likes to get all, like, looks wiggly. There we go. Now let's get the nose. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Nope. Woo. Nope. Woo. Nope. Let's try to go like little bit by little bit. Sometimes that helps. Especially on like curves that are this curvy. There we go. That's a little bit better. Trying to stick to the sketch because I really like the sketch. Sometimes my hands just don't draw the same lines again. Like you just did this like this morning and it's like, nope, can't do that line. Not again. There we go. Get this muzzle. So there's like a weird little bump right there. I know I'm like so picky about my line art when I don't really need to be. You're not gonna notice it when it's all zoomed out like this. Auto line, that would be nice. Like, I know Clip Studio Paint has... I mean, because it's not technically an auto color, but it's like an auto, kind of an auto color. No, your Founder's Badge is still there. At least for me it is. Oh, yeah, I see. Your 2.1 bits, yeah. Sometimes Twitch forgets to add a badge. It happens to me too, I don't know why. Twitch is kind of weird. But like, it normally picks it back up with the next message. Yeah, I've definitely had those, like, times where I had a badge, then just for one message, just like, nah, no badge for you. Face. Oh yeah, but Clip Studio Paint kind of has like an auto color, but it's really only for blobbing in color within the line. So like, it's not like coloring everything how you want it to be. It's just getting color into the areas where you want it to be. Like, you know, so you can start coloring with a clipping mask. Clip Studio Paint is cool. I really need to switch to it, but I haven't because I'm lazy. Even though it'd probably be better, easier workflow in that program. I'm too stubborn to switch because Photoshop is all I've known for many years. For like over a decade, I guess. Plus, you know, Photoshop is still fairly solid. I think it's a little bit more intensive on your computer than other programs, but, you know, that's fair because it's a very intensive program. It does a lot. It's really good. I know people poop on it all the time, saying how bad Photoshop is, but I've not had any issues with it. I guess I have some issues with it, but it's mostly Windows interfering with stuff, not usually Photoshop's fault. It's kind of like the same deal of people pooping on Wacom. Like, oh, their drivers are so bad and so laggy, and it's like, it's really, that's kind of your computer's problem. Like, I've never had issues with their drivers, and like, there's a little bit of lag now that my computer's old, but if your computer's good, you can handle it, no problem. Hacking Windows, yeah, really? There was one day where Windows had an update that, like, affected pretty much every single artist, because they could no longer use their tablets, you know, the pens on their tablets. It was like that for at least a day or two before somebody found, like, a workaround. It was real dumb. So dumb. I mean, yeah, it is a little bit of their fault, but I don't know. Like, my computer is old, and it still handles Photoshop fairly well. And, like, I understand not everybody can afford a good computer. But, you know, at some point, your computer just needs to be upgraded. There we go. It's also hard to switch because there's still a lot of functions that Photoshop has that other programs don't have. And, like, I kind of use those regularly. I think the main thing stopping me from going to Clip is they don't have, like, a warp tool. So, like, you know, I guess they have a warp tool, but, like, on this, I can select an area and go to liquefy. Wait 20 years because my computer is old. And, like, you know, squoosh it all around and smush it and do all this cool stuff with it to, like, make it fit better. But a lot of programs don't have that. I don't think Clip has it yet. I'm sure they will eventually. Windows has built-in drivers now. But if you recall, Wacom doesn't hook into Windows Ink. Yeah, that was actually Windows Ink was the reason that tablet drivers crashed. I don't think it was just Wacom, though. I think it was, like, you know, most of everybody. They couldn't use their tablet pens anymore because Windows did something about Windows Ink. It was like 3 or 4 years ago, I think now. Wacom did something with it, and then it just crashed every artist's tablets. Not crashed, but made them unusable because you couldn't use the pen. It was really annoying. Thankfully, I didn't need to draw that day, but I wanted to draw that day. They probably can't if they use vectors. So Clip Studio is not a true vector. You cannot export Clip Studio as a vector because it's technically not, but it also kind of is. It's like a weird in-between. It's like their version of a vector. This is where you unashamedly rep Linux and Krita. Hey, you know, Linux sounds great if you know what you're doing, but I don't. I tried using it for class once, and I hated it so bad. Krita, I've never used it personally, but I hear it's a really good free program. It, again, doesn't quite have all the stuff that I would want. But, you know, for a free program, it's very solid. If I ever made a switch, I would definitely switch to Clip Studio. Which, you know, I kind of want to. I bought Clip Studio, like, years ago, but I just haven't used it. Like, I played around with it once. And then I got kind of stopped, because I was like, God, it's taking me so much longer to draw on this program, because I don't know where anything is. You know, that's like the worst part of switching, is learning the new program, because you know what you want to do, you just don't know where all those tools are, and like how that program functions exactly. Like, I'm very familiar with Photoshop. I know how Photoshop functions and everything. Also, why is the fire still going? I thought it was supposed to turn off by now. Okay, let's turn that off. You just need to start doing the first 2-3 weeks of changings. Yeah, it's always the worst. It's just, you know, the only time I'm drawing really is when I'm, at least usually, is when I'm working on commissions. Like, I'm trying to hammer it out as fast as possible. I don't really get to work on personal stuff all that much. But it's like, I want to do it as fast as possible. And the way for me to do that is to stick with what I know. I don't know, I feel like if Clip Studio ends up making those last few functions that I use regularly in Photoshop a thing, then I'll probably put the effort into switching. But for right now, they don't have everything I need, so I'd have to like use both Clip and Photoshop, which at that point I may as well just stick to Photoshop. Linux is not without issues either, it just doesn't have the same impact in the home user space. Yeah. I don't think anything's without issues. And like, if you don't know what you're doing, Linux is kind of awful to use. Like, you know, it's great if you know what you're doing. But I don't. I don't know what... It confuses the hell out of me. I tried really hard to use Linux for class years ago, and it just was not a great time. It probably didn't help that my computer hated it, too. It did not want to boot to Linux. It took me, like, 3 solid days just to get it to boot to Linux. Plus, with the help of, you know, somebody that actually uses Linux regularly. We were both just, like, slaving over my laptop trying to get it to boot to Linux. It's supposed to be so easy, but no. My computer just did not want to make that happen. Alright, let's get this eye right there. I mean, I'm sure it's not hard to use after you used it for a while. But it's definitely, it's hard. Especially, you know, as someone like me who has only known Windows and a little bit of Apple my whole life. Switching to something like that was incredibly hard and it just frustrated the hell out of me. I was like, I just really wanted to go back to Windows, because that's what I knew. That's how I knew how to use everything, and it didn't confuse everything. Like, the average user, Linux is not good for the average user. It's great for techie people, but not for the average person. You know, I'm like semi-techy. I'm not really good about the tech stuff. I guess I'm better than a lot of people, but I'm still not like that level where I just can use Linux and understand everything that's going on. Alright, let's see, is that I may have to change that. I'm just gonna erase the iris and pupil lines for now. We'll do that later. Yeah, that's very hard to use. It's probably easy for you because you've used it for a long time, but if you're just getting into it, it's incredibly hard to use. It also probably didn't help that the class I had to use it for, I absolutely hated. It's like, the whole experience all around was awful. Outside, inside class, it was just miserable. I'm glad I don't have to take classes like that anymore. Oh! Package. We have got an alert that we got a package or something. Or a weather alert. I don't know. Sometimes it's all the things. Another beep. Gosh, I need to figure out. So both my parents have the same birthday, and it's kind of coming soon. But I haven't really figured out what I'm getting both of them. Like, I think I know what I'm getting my mom. Maybe. Loosely know what I'm getting my mom. I don't know if I'm getting my dad, though. I don't know if I'm getting him anything, to be honest. Alright, let's get these little toofers in here. Alright, we got one tooth. There we go. Is that too pointy? That might be too pointy. I'm trying to make them, like, not so pointy. Yeah, same birthday, yeah. It's very nice for me, because I only have to remember one date. But yeah, they have the exact same birthday. Well, birth date, not like year. They're different years, but same date. Yeah, I always thought that was pretty funny. People are always like, I can't remember my parents' birthdays. I'm like, I only have to remember one. I feel special in that regard. Like the chances of that are like 1 in a million. Not that we really ever did much for their birthdays, but you know. Still gotta remember it at least and remember to say happy birthday. Alright, trying to make the tooth look a little bit more bendy. I don't think it's going too well. I think I need to like... It's like getting tooth in at the bottom. I need to like re-thicken it. Alright, we'll leave that like that for now. We might edit it again later. Alright. Gosh, also their birth date is cursed. Like, so many bad things have happened on their birthdays. It's usually, you know, just related to, like, you know, family matters. But, like, they've had a lot of bad things happen on their birthday. It's kind of weird. It's cursed. It's such a weird... It's such a weird time. I don't think my birthday's cursed at all. I don't think anything bad has happened, you know, within my family on my birthday. least not that I can remember. I guess I wouldn't really remember from my childhood unless my parents told me about it. Alright, we're gonna leave it like that for now. We might go back and edit that outside tooth here. I don't know, but we're gonna leave it alone for now until we get some other stuff lined up. Let's do the other eyeball. Let me flip the canvas so it's a little easier for me to get those curves in. It took me so long to like actually start flipping my canvas often. Like, it's a really nifty trick because same thing for rotating. Rotating and flipping your canvas are amazing. Like, not only can you see the airs a little bit easier at certain angles and perspectives, but also it's easier to draw curves in certain ways. I don't know, like, it's harder to draw. I don't know. It's really hard to describe it, like, your hand just moves easier in certain directions. It's like if you just move your canvas around, it makes it easier to draw the curves you want to draw. Something like that, maybe. Is that too straight? No, I think that's actually good. I just need to thicken it. Something like that is probably a good thickness. Whoa, come on, zoom out. There we go. God, there's so many things I want to do for the stream. So when my new computer comes, I want to update my, my little on-screen avatar. I think I mentioned it a little bit earlier. I want to draw, like, a full 2D avatar of my character. But I also want to have a second version just for drawing, because, you probably noticed if you've been to a few of my streams, I have an idle animation for when I'm drawing because my camera can't really pick up my face very easily. Like, if I look at my other monitor, it can kind of see me. You can see my eyes move a little bit. But I keep it as an idle animation because more than half the time, it can't detect my face. It's like, I want to have, like, a separate drawing avatar just for that. There's also some cool little things where I can actually make, like, I can draw, like, an arm on my character and make it move with my mouse on the screen. So, if I move my mouse up, it moves its arm up. I think that would be really cool. Also, I see a happy fire birthday. Oh my gosh, let me get... See, I think it's this button. Let me get a fire, and let's get a happy birthday! Happy birthday to you, Ancient Skies. Happy fire birthday. I hope you got cake. Hope you got a good cake. Not one of those stinky poo-poo cakes. Of course, I don't think I've ever had a bad cake. Maybe. I don't know. It's also hard to say because when I was a kid, I didn't like cake. I liked the icing, but not the cake, so I don't know. Maybe it was because I was having bad cake. Maybe that's why. Or maybe I was just weird and just wanted pure sugar. Pure sugar butter icing.
You just made a cake where they accidentally switched salt for sugar.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to literally eat tubs of icing. I don't know why my parents let me do it. Why they would literally buy me tubs of icing as a snack. Like, for me to just grab and eat whenever I wanted. I don't think my parents were ready to be parents when I was born. There's some interesting stories from my childhood where it was just like, that could have been done better. But oh well. Maybe I was just a really picky eater and they were like, you know what? They caved in. They're like, okay, she wants to eat icing, let her eat spoonfuls of icing. Maybe that's why my stomach is so messed up. I have, like, a lot of stomach issues now. They're, like, a little bit better than they used to be. But, like, I feel like I didn't have this many issues when I was younger. So maybe all those years of eating icing straight out of the tub caught up to me. But hey, sugar's really good. Especially to a kid. I still have a pretty good sweet tooth, but I'm better about ignoring it now than I used to be. Well, you know, as a little kid who didn't really care about ignoring it. I was like, I don't care, sugar tastes good, who cares if it's bad for me? Alright, let's get this eyeball. I'm trying to figure out this eyeball here. I think that's about right. Maybe the top needs to be a little bit wider up here. So let's erase a tiny smidge. I'm gonna draw the line about this way. That's a bit better. Gosh, I love... I'm just gonna shrimp for a moment here. I love drawing bamboo. I've gotten to draw them so many times right now, and I love it every time. I don't know, there's just like a certain way, like that their snoot is shrimp. So a while back, Twitch decided to ban a certain other word without the H and R. So now we call it shrimp. You know, if you wanna if you wanna say the other word, then you gotta use the word shrimp. I think they allow it still, and like if you're not like calling someone that term. So I think they still allow it for just like, you know, non-bully uses, if you're like trying to bully someone, I guess. But, you know, just in case everybody says shrimp now, or at least most of the time they say shrimp. So, you know, you don't want to accidentally get a Twitch ban. That would be awkward. Of course, I don't think they would really care enough to check out my channel to ban me for it, but... you know, I don't know. It might be like an automatic thing. But yeah, apparently they declared that that term is derogatory. Which, I mean, I don't know. Twitch just be twitching. Doing whatever they do. What they're certainly not doing is letting me edit the Founder's Badge, which I really want to do very badly. But whatever. I'll keep my cool ideas to myself. Alright, let's do... I need to zoom out here for a sec. I think I need to change the angle at the other cheek smile line. It's going down a little bit too harshly. So let's just kind of add this in. Add like a little less of an angle. Something like that. Yeah, that's a bit better. That matches the other side better. Alright. Yeah. That should work. Now I'm having other ideas. No, don't do that idea. Don't do it, that's too much work. In case anybody wants to know what's going on in my brain. So I was just thinking about how this is supposed to be a double-sided badge. And I was like, what if one side is front of face, other side is back of head? But, you know, the reason it's being front and back is because, you know, it's going to be worn on a lanyard, which can flip around a lot. Which, you know, I feel like it's better just to have it both front. Both face. No back of head. It'd be awkward if it was like flipped around like half the time, so people are just looking at the back of your character's head. Like, what? Why are they vaccinated? They get a shot in the back of their head? I guess so. It would be awesome. Something head empty, yeah. Gotta fill your head with the vaccine. That's how you fight COVID. Yeah, it would be... yeah, it would confuse some kids. That's why I decided against it. But for a second, my brain was like, do it. You gotta do it. I'm like, no, I can't do it. That would make no sense. No sense. At least in the current context it's gonna be used. For like, just like a regular badge, that would be an awesome... So cool to do. But maybe not for a badge that's gonna be worn at kid events. For volunteering and stuff. probably want to have your character visible. What if we added fire? No fire. This is gonna be around children. You can't trust children with fire. Except for me when I was a child, because I made a lot of fires when I was a kid, when I was little. It sounds kind of incriminating. I swear I made campfires a lot. Like a lot. My grandpa used to have a... Well, actually... Yeah, because he doesn't have a house now. He used to have a house where I would visit often, and he had like a little campfire pit, and I would just make fires. We also used to go camping a lot at campgrounds and make fires there too. Me and my cousin both, we made a lot of fires together. So many fires. It was good. Your grandpa's homeless now? I mean, kinda. In a way. I mean, like, not really, but technically, yes. Like, he had a house, and then he sold it. And, like, I think he has, like, a property, but there's no house on the property yet. So he's just been kind of living in an RV, just traveling across the US for a while. It's been, like, over a year, I think, actually. But he's loving it, so, you know? Just living his life, doing his thing. He stops by, you know, around my area every now and then. I think he's just having a great time just traveling. He's always been fond of traveling around places. I don't know if I would be able to handle living in an RV full time. Probably because I just like techie stuff. You know, I want internet. I want good internet. And I also don't like driving. So, like, I don't know. I also like having space, like a big kitchen. Can't really have a big kitchen in RV. Starlink? Starlink. I feel like this is like tickling my brain, but I can't...
Starlink is that satellite internet Elon Musk is doing.
Yeah. That's why it's tickling my brain. I did recognize it.
It's a lot faster and a lot lower latency than normal satellite.
Yeah, I remember it being like a big announcement thing. Did they ever get that going? Is it going yet?
It's in the beta right now. Lions Tech Tips has the video if you want to see it.
Ooh, yeah, maybe we can watch that after dinner. We can cuddle up on the couch and watch Linus Tech Tips, be all techie nerd.
You threatening me with a good one?
Yes. Yes, I am. We're also having paprika pork for dinner.
Oh.
So that's exciting. With homemade pasta. It's like 300 plus for the equipment. It's a bit pricey, but...
So think about that like a setup fee.
Yeah, it's like yeah. But then...
You own it.
Yeah.
From what I've read. You buy it and own it yourself.
And then you have cool stuff. Then it's yours. But like, it seems kind of cool. I mean, Elon Musk isn't really a great person, but he has a big brain, but also kind of small brain sometimes. He's like both really smart and really dumb.
I think overall he'll be good for humanity.
Yeah.
Because it's really pushing things forward.
He really is. And like, I really appreciate him for that.
I think it's the same thing like Apple, where everyone else is probably going to do it more ethically than him.
Yeah. Yeah, ethics not... It's all over the place. Oh, wow. Honda's emailing me? I keep getting emails from the car dealership being like, wow, you should bring your car in for a service. And so I did one time, and they're like, you don't need a service. Ethics in tech? Yeah. Less likely than you think. Yeah, I don't know. I love what he's doing. Don't necessarily love him, though. What is this blasphemy? I didn't take ethics in college. Actually, I did. It was a 1-credit course, but it treated itself like a 4-credit course, and oh my god, I spent so much time on that class. It was awful. It also didn't help that a lot of it was group projects, but I had a group that did literally nothing. You know, it was like a first year course kind of thing. So it was like a lot of the people that didn't want to put in the work to get a degree were there, and I just got stuck with all of them. Apple is very economical. I mean, ethical, yeah. Totally is. Yeah, don't look at, any headlines. Same for Facebook. Don't look at any of the headlines that mention Facebook. And then it's definitely ethical. Good. So, we normally watch Hulu over dinner, but I have, like, you know, the cheap paid plan where you still get commercials. We get so many commercials from Facebook being like, we need to update our internet laws or whatever. And then, you know, at the very end, it's like, paid for by Facebook. I'm like, I just feel like Facebook wants to control what laws are being made about internet control. They want to control the internet. Ah, yes, Facebook, the most ethical of all tech companies. I know, right? So ethical. They definitely don't do anything wrong, ever. They definitely haven't been to court several times about it. But then lawmakers, they definitely understand the internet and technology. So they make the correct decisions every time about it. We love the environment, we just cannot let you repair your device. Just toss it instead. Yeah. Also, like the 500 million phone numbers that were leaked earlier this week, yeah. Including Mark Zuckerberg's phone number itself. Apparently that was part of the leak. Isn't that awkward? He can't even protect his own phone number. I like forgot his name for a second. I'm like, goddamn, who's in charge of Facebook? Jeff Bezos? Probably. But no, that's Amazon guy. Actually, no, he stepped down, didn't he? Jeff Bezos? Or was he about to step down?
I think he stepped down as the CEO.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he still had the controlling vote on the board.
That would make sense. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine him just, like, giving up everything. Alright, let's see if we can get the shoulder in here. Apple, we love the environment. That's why we removed the block from the pack. Totally not so we could fit more units into the shipping containers. Yeah, that's why. And then charge more because you need a new one. Yeah. I really hate Apple. Apple's worst. It also kind of sucks because, you know, Apples and Android phones do not get along. But all of my family has Apple. So when they try to send me videos or photos or anything, it just looks so god-awful on my phone. And I think it's the same vice versa.
I would say it's Apple not getting along with Android, because Android generally operates with open standards.
I mean, yeah, it's mostly Apple. Compost the rich, there we go. You gotta be environmentally friendly about getting rid of the rich. Ooh, my elbow needs to stretch. Ooh, there we go. But yeah, screw Apple. I'm never going to have an Apple computer, at least. Or phone. Computer or phone. Well, the rich are very fatty, and that's bad for you. Yeah, that's why we're composting it. We can compost it and then grow healthy food. Of course, I don't really. But good for plants. Oh yeah, so good for plants. Composting is just such an interesting thing, I guess. Topic, I don't know. Also, like, community gardens built on the bodies of... Oh. Yeah. There we go, that's one way to do it. Community gardens sound like such a cool idea. I guess, like, as long as everybody actually contributed instead of, like, you know, just taking it. Like, you know, just food? Free food for community? Amazing. I have my own personal, like, herb garden on the balcony. And, like, I love it. I'd love to be able to grow, stuff like, yeah, like blueberries or, like, tomatoes or something, because I love those. I used to actually have a little tiny garden as a kid. Which, I mean, when I say I had a garden, I mean my parents did, and I just pretended to help. Same for my grandparents. I definitely helped their garden. Definitely didn't just dig in the dirt and look for worms. That's like all I did. I just dug for worms. Which, I mean, I guess I could move the worms to the plant area and... I don't know. I don't know how much I was actually helping. But I found a lot of worms. And I guess worms are... you need the worms for the composting, I guess. And to keep the soil nice and soily. You want unsoiled soil. I've also heard, like, I think eggshells are good for, like, growing plants. Forget why. I think they, like, help against, like, fungus and stuff. Or, no, was it root rot? I don't know, they help something about plants. But I always forget to keep the eggshells, because I go through a lot of eggs when I make pasta. But, I don't keep them. I keep meaning to keep them, and then I just don't. It's warming up again outside, so it's actually almost time for me to get some plants planted out there. I have like my plants that can go live throughout the winter out there still. You know, like thyme and rosemary, and my sage is actually still going strong. But it's time to move some baby basil plants and stuff back out there. I've got like a little tiny, little itty bitty like nursery thing on top of my dresser in my bedroom. And I've had like some basil and parsley and oregano growing in there. I think there's a couple others in there, but you know, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm letting the baby plants get like a little foothold before I take them outside. Then I was able to start them early, you know, before the weather warmed up. It's like they're going strong. You've got mint growing. Ooh, I also have mint. It hasn't come back yet. It may have died over the winter. Mint was like one of the plants that like could have possibly lived over the winter, but I don't think it did. I think it got too cold at some point and died. Because it's not coming back yet. Why do people like plants so much? Plants are great. Yeah, I'm probably gonna probably have to plant more mint out there to replace the ones that died off. Same for oregano. My oregano didn't come back either, at least not yet. I don't really know how long it takes them to come back, because I haven't kept plants over the winter before. But they don't sleep with you at night. Well, you don't need to sleep with them to like them. They provide nourishment, and they're pretty to look at. They make the inside of the house look nice, and then the outside plants, they provide you stuff. Because the modern world is too drab, especially here in the US, where the colors are white concrete or glass. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the modern look, though. Not concrete. Concrete looks gross, but like, I don't know, I enjoy like a solid, you know, just white...
Stained concrete looks nice.
Yeah, okay, that looks nice, but just like plain concrete's gross. But like plants in a modern house architecture thing, that's really nice. Yeah, but I really like, you know, clean, white, you know, blacks and grays, like all that stuff I really enjoy. Huh, I guess, I don't know, like music, I don't really know my architecture. So I might not enjoy like full modern, maybe? Maybe it's like a pseudo-modern, I don't know. I can look at a picture and tell you whether I like it or not, but that's about as far as I can go. Yeah, plants also make it smell good. Especially the mint plant. Oh, mint's nice minty fresh. Inside I only have, see, I have 3 plants inside. I have some dumcane, some gold laurel or something, and like a tiny like little fern looking thing. But they're all nice and pretty. They don't smell like anything though. You gotta go do things. Okay, good. Have a good time, Aspen Fox. Thank you for joining us and chatting for a bit today. Good luck with your things. Yeah, plants are great. I like plants. I also like eating the stuff that comes from plants. At least, you know, the edible ones. Like my little herb garden. You definitely don't want to go around eating the plants I have inside. Those are not good for you. Dumcane is actually, I guess mildly poisonous to humans. You know, it will make your mouth and throat, like, numbed up and you can't speak or anything. That's why they call it dumcane, apparently. You know, it makes people unable to talk. So you just sound all dumb. Like you just, like, you're at the dentist or something, you got your mouth all full. It's funny, actually, I didn't even mean to start a plant addiction, but I was kind of gifted my indoor plants, and then I was like, you know, these are nice. What if I had plants, but outside? And I could eat them. And then out came more plant. And now I even have a indoor hydroponic garden thing now. It's like a little tiny one, but... So now I can grow the plants I was growing outside all year long. So now I can have basil all the time. I'm still kind of... It's still new. I'm still kind of learning how to use hydroponics. But it's really cool. Technology is great. Like, you just sit it down and just forget about it, really. It just, like, does its own thing. You just kind of give it some water every now and then, it's good to go. Well, water and food. Because they don't grow in soil, they grow in the water, so you need to put all their nutrients in the water. You're also supposed to keep an eye on the pH, but I haven't been, but it seems to be fine. I know, I'm horrible. I'm a terrible plant mom. And a part of me wonders if that's why my rosemary died that was growing in there. I have the worst luck with rosemary, but it's like my favorite herb, so I'm trying so hard to grow it. I've got 2 that are still going strong outside, but every time I've tried to propagate them and grow new plants from them, it just has not gone well. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I try so hard. But rosemary just does not like me the way I like it. The one-sided relationship. It smells delicious, though. Every time I go out and check on my rosemary plants outside, I love just to smell them. Because rosemary just smells so strong and fragrant, and I love it. It's funny, actually, I don't really use rosemary that often in the kitchen. But it's still one of my favorite herbs. I'd have to say, probably my most used herb is either basil or parsley. They're just, you know, just really good for a lot of things. At least a lot of things that I make. I feel like if I made, like, more, like, meats, maybe, like, beefs and stuff, or, like, whole chickens, I'd probably use more rosemary. Because, you know, rosemary is really good for meat. But I normally just make, like, pasta, and, like, the meat that I cook is, like, chopped up or else, you know, like, into bite-sized cubes and tossed in. Alright, we have eyeballs. I think eyeballs are looking good. We need to draw the pupils. See, I want it. I'm trying to make them match up, but it's not easy. Cause like that pupil looks too big compared to this one. Let's try like, that looks too small. That feels about right. I just don't like how it's hitting the nose spike. So maybe we can do a little fudging around here. Take the nose spike, because I don't like tangent lines. I like to avoid those. Scooch it down just a smidge so it's not touching that line. Then we're just gonna have to do some fixing up around that. Tangent lines, they're small detail, but sometimes they make a huge difference. You know, as in avoiding them. Oh god, the nose spike, I know, I shrunk it just a tiny bit. It's okay though, we're fixing it back up, we're patching up all these lines. It's gonna be fine. There we go. There we go, it's all better. And now it's not touching the line of that eyeball. How could you? I had to avoid the tangent line. It was annoying me. I didn't want it. There we go, and that seems good for the iris. No, I wanted to. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have to avoid the tangent line, but it just looks better if I do. Alright, I'm gonna like draw like a rough cutoff down here. Let's see. I don't know, I guess I need to draw a little bit lower. Now that nose spike, it's small. Oh, you were so sad. So sad nose spike got small. It was sad and it went shrink and went boom. But it's fine. It's better now. See, I fixed it. Now you can't even tell I did anything. Looks like it was drawn that way on purpose. Which, I mean, I guess it was drawn that way on purpose, but, you know. Alright, let's get this band-aid. About time we get our little Fauci ouchie getting in here. I would have been okay if it went boom. Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot to add the boom part, didn't I? I remember, before we had our actual fire, I tried to add a fire effect by having an explosion go off in the background, but no, that just wasn't good enough for you guys. You wanted like full-blown fire, not just an explosion that disappeared after a few seconds. I don't know, I don't think I still have it. Do I still have it? I don't think I do. I think I took it off. You guys are just so picky. Explosions are for quitters. But explosions cause fire. There's this big fiery death destruction. I thought you guys would have liked that, but apparently you didn't. They give up too easy. Oh. I see. I see how it is. Alright, let's bring in like the little cotton part of the band-aid in a little bit. Oh, and let's add some dots. Band-aids have dots. I don't know, something like that maybe. I like seeing all the Twitter posts of everybody getting their vaccines now, and they're like, I'm like 28 years old, but I'm upset because my friend got a cooler band-aid than I did. It's great. I honestly, I'm here for it. I love it. Make it a SpongeBob band-aid? No. Well, Sammy does like SpongeBob. But it'd make more sense to have it as like just a plain flesh-colored band-aid. SpongeBob band-aid. But this is gonna be worn like around events and stuff, you know? I mean, SpongeBob is still... Is it still running? I know they, like, make movies and stuff. Like,
It's still running.
There's, like, wow. That's
and they certainly still make SpongeBob Band-Aids.
Wow. That's a long-running show. Goodness gracious. Like, that's a long time. They're still making, like, new episodes and stuff. Hey, I have never watched the... What was it? The SpongeBob movie? I think they released it a while ago, actually. It was, like, animated. It actually looked really nice. Like, a nice animated movie. I don't know. I remember seeing the trailer, like, a while back. And, like, it looked really good. Visually. I don't know about, like, the story, but I don't really know if anybody watched the SpongeBob too much for the story. A sippy! Let me get my drink. Thank you for the sippy. Keep me hydrated. Cool yourself before you wreck yourself? Well, okay. If I have to... I have to cool myself. Alright, let's try to get these feathers in here. Every time I hear this song, I can't think of anything other than, oh god, what is it called? The spooky, scary TV shows, the Goosebumps. There we go. For some reason, my brain only wanted to think of Ghostbusters. I'm like, that's not the spooky, scary I want to talk about. So spooky, scary. Well, let me take a look at the reference. So we have, like, one layer. Okay. Nope. Let me take that off. I'm going to do, like, a secondary layer, I think. Like that. Maybe just, like, make it not so defined. And then have two little lines down here. I don't know if Sammy's watching anymore, Ancient Skies. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get her attention. See, let's move this wing a little bit outwards. There we go. Make that feather kind of more to the edge a little bit there. We're almost there. We're almost done lining this. So let's get the other ear fluff, because I realized I forgot about that. So let's get that little fluff down there. Get one more fluff line right there. Then we just gotta erase all these inside bits. A little bit there. No, you're sorry, you're moving all over the place and packing stuff up you sold. You're fine. Ancient Skies is just desperate to get your attention. He wants to make it a SpongeBob Band-Aid. But also, good luck on all the selling stuff. I've been seeing you posting about Pokemon cards and stuff on Twitter. So hopefully that's all selling well. SpongeBob. Yeah, Ancient Skies really wants it to be a SpongeBob Band-Aid. It should be SpongeBob Band-Aid for legal reasons? Why is it legal reasons? I don't understand how it's legal, but I guess I'm not a lawyer, so I can't argue. What is it? We need to get a boozy badger up in here. I do love it when, like, you know, like, vocal furries, I guess, are like... Wow! Thank you, Ancient Skies, for cheering one bitty! What was I saying? Oh yeah, but I love it when, you know, like kind of popular furries are just like professionals in like really cool fields, like a Sailor Rue Scout or something. You know, she's like she worked on the COVID vaccine. That's just really cool, and like she's just been talking about it. And Boozy Badger's like a lawyer. Yeah, Boozy. Is it Boozy Badger? Is he a badger? I think he's, I don't know, Boozy, whatever. Then there's Tax Badger, you know, does taxes. Oh, you're back, dumb work meetings? Oh, well, welcome back. I hope your meeting wasn't too bad. Meetings sound dumb. You should just quit them. Just quit meetings, never go again. I'm sure it'll go great. No issues could happen. Alright, we got our fluffy fluff drawn in. You wish. Why? I like how the emote that SpiritPanda just posted, it kind of looks like I'm sticking, like the hand is going inside my mouth.
Oh god, you're gonna see this time?
Oh no. It's pretty funny. Nom 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 nom. But anyways, yeah, the SpongeBob, I mean, the Band-Aid's gonna be SpongeBob now. So it's gonna be SpongeBob. Alright, so let's see, we got just the horns and the feathers, I think. Yeah. Let's see, oh, hold on, we need to line that up right here. Let's see, so like this is all gonna be like hidden behind the vaccine syringe sign. So let's just erase that bit, and then this is all gonna be hidden. This is gonna be cut off, so like, that should all be fine. I don't think I need to do much more down here. The kids are gonna love it. Oh yeah. You also want to commission one of these? Well, you can. My queue is fairly open. I work too fast sometimes. I won't get enough clients to fill it up again. Then other times, just like everybody wants something at the exact same time, and then I'm like, oh my god, there's too much. That doesn't happen in a while, though. I'm usually pretty good about keeping my queue fairly empty. Of course, I'm that way because I just work all the time. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna work on commissions. All the time. Never stop.
You make fun of me for working. Yeah,
and then I make fun of Drew for working all the time when I do the exact same thing. It's a good time, you know. Alright, so we got to the number 1. I'm gonna wait to do the rest of the feathers after we do the horns. Let me take a peep. Oh, peep peep. Okay. Yeah, so I always do this. Whenever I sketch the horns to make it like nice and smooth, but like that's not actually how they are. I guess I just never feel like refining it until like I get to the liner. I'm like, yeah, I guess I should draw these horns how they actually are now. So let's do like a little ridge down here. Let's see right there. So that's like a little bump, and then we have straight. We need to go straight up first. Yes, go straight up. Trying to avoid tangent lines if I can. A little bit there. We're gonna flip. Then we're gonna go this way. And I'm gonna erase a little bit of the feather just so I can see what I'm doing. I can't see. There we go. Let's get that erased a little bit. Make that bump a little more obvious. There we go. Oh, sippies! Thank you, Corey Kitsune, for keeping me hydrated. Delicious drink. Alright, let's go this way. And bump. Do a little bump that way. So actually, I'm also going to bring these lines in just a little bit there, so they kind of connect to the inside bits. There we go. That looks better. A meow. Hold on, I gotta burp. Hold on. Nope, never mind. It didn't happen. Meow. 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 Meow, 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 meow. There's some good meows for you. Got rapid fire at the end. Alright, well, let's keep drawing these horns. It wasn't going to be an impressive burp, so that's why I didn't. I'm definitely not shy about my burps, but it was going to be a really weak one. I just like felt like a little bubble like in my stomach, like, whoop, is it gonna come up here? Then it didn't happen. It's almost like a sneeze when it just goes away. You're like, ah. God, earlier today I had a huge sneeze attack. It was kind of scary. It was so violent too, so violent and sudden. It probably sounded like I was coughing more than sneezing, because it was just so intense. I just sneeze a lot. And sometimes my sneezes get violent. Just like me. I sometimes get violent. Just sometimes, not all the time. Knife sneezes? Yeah, basically. Just sneeze out a knife directly into somebody's face. Be like, whoops, sorry. How did that get in there? See, that's the problem with having a pickable nose. You can shove everything in there and then it just kind of comes out later. You know, knives, cameras, chopsticks, worms, everything. I'm gonna take that off. Maybe right there? Nah. Wanna have a fluff? Yeah, that's better. You? But it's the beautiful circle of life of my nose. I don't think I ever showed off my pickable nose on my last stream, did I? I should have done that. That would have been funny. Have a redeem for, like, sticking a fork in my nose or something. You know, normally that would be very painful, but when you're in suit, it doesn't hurt. Alright, let's get that little bump in there. How do I want to do this? See, it's always the horn that's, like, facing away from the... like, on the far side of the character that I have issues with. Horns are hard. Literally. Usually, anyway. I guess sometimes they're... I guess if your character is, like, made of jello, it would not be hard. I kind of want that to... I want to see a character with jello horns now. I think that'd be, like, great. They're just so wiggly. Ugh, I'd love that. Now, let's try to draw another ridge right there. Maybe, like, another one right here. Like, across the top, maybe. Alright, yeah, I think that might work. So let's get a little bump there. Kind of connect these in a little bit. Get a little bit there. So I feel like I made those ridges actually thinner than the first time. So let's go ahead and thicken this up a little. Something more like that might help. Of course, now I may have made it too thick. No, let's back up and see. Yeah, that works fairly well. Alright. We do need to make this bottom part thicker, though. There we go. Just clean that up. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't feel right. I think we need to actually make this less curved. I think that might be my issue right now. Sometimes I just don't really know what's wrong, and I just have to play with it. But I think it might be that. That feels better, but also it just feels like it doesn't line up with the other horn. I want them to match. So let's bring that back up. Let's actually just scoot this whole thing up. That might be it. So let's just take our little magic wand thing here. And just select all that. I guess this is technically the lasso tool, not the magic wand, but you know, potato potato, I guess. There we go. I do like how potato potato, tomato tomatoes like a thing. Even though nobody says like potato. Tomato, I feel like I've heard, but only like in a joking manner. I guess that's like maybe the joke of it. It's just that one of them is clearly wrong. Potato. Yes, give me some potato chips, please. Hello, can I erase? Oh, I still have a selection, don't I? Nope, I do not. Oh, I'm on a different layer. That would also be why. I'll leave that line there for now. We can fix it up once we decide if this horn's good enough or not. See, it still feels like it needs a little more scooching. So I'm gonna bring just this middle ring up some more. Like here, maybe. Oops, I selected everything. There we go. When you mean to select nothing, but then you're just like, let's just select everything instead. That's closer. Let's just kind of give it a little bit more of a curve. And let's thicken up these outside bits a little bit. Alright, back out. I think that's fairly close. At least close enough to match. These are a little bit too thick. I'm gonna erase these a little bit. And also disconnect the lines. There we go. Alright, I'm also going to kind of flatten this out just a smidge. Because this is a little bit curvy. So it's kind of hidden behind the feather, so I don't need to worry about that side too much. Alright, so now we got that. Get the little bump on that side. And kind of make the horn go that way. There we go. So we got that. We got these two done. I still feel like this is too much space. Maybe, you know, I actually think that might be good. Like right here. It's like a little bit more further down than it was before. But it still matches up pretty well with the other horn. Okay, cool. So we got that. I'm also going to just do a small edit to this edge. Kind of make it less curvy, more flat. Like this. And also I'm going to bump this ridge out. So it looks like it wraps all the way around the horn instead of just, you know, just on top. Do a little edit again on this side. There we go. There we go. Alright, what time is it? 4:10, wow. I feel like it's supposed to be way later than that. I feel like it should be like at least 5 already. Maybe just because I'm so tired. When you're tired, time just feels like it just goes all sorts of weird places. Fast, slow, normal, in between, I don't know. Everywhere. It's just all over the place. Alright, so we want to get little horn ridges there. A little bit. Let's do like a bump right there. I think it like the point right here. So get little lines. Oh, hi Noki, what are you doing? I got a little visitor. Hi. Oh, did you come here for pets? I got a kitty visitor. Hi. Oh, you never visit me for pets. Yeah. Normally Koda's the one visiting me for pets. Oh, you're such a sweet boy. You're so sweet. You want to hop up? Come on. Hop up. Just thinking about it. No, you just want more pets. Come on, hop up. If you hop up, I'll pet you. Come on. She's thinking so hard about it. Come on, hop up. Good boy. I've got a Noki sitting with me now. You're a good boy. You're such a good boy. Oh. Noki never sits with me. Why are you sitting with me today, bud? What changed your mind? Did you just want to eat attention? Show off? Yeah, I get to have all the kitties. Koda visited me earlier, now Noki's visiting me.
He's behind you?
Yeah, he's sitting where Koda normally sits. You just gonna chill or do you need pets? I don't really know. I don't know what you desire because you never do this. Meows. Meow. 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 Meow meow. 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 He left. He didn't like me talking. Oh, never mind. He just needed to desperately rub his face on his little face scratching thing. I guess that's, I don't know, I guess he got enough pets or something. Whatever he was here for, he got it. And now he's gone. Ah, I love it when Noki visits me. It's so special. See, like, you get used to things when they happen all the time. Like, you know, Koda visiting me. I'm like, oh yeah, he does it all the time. But when Noki visits me, he never does it, so it's just like always like a rare little treat. Alright, so there's our other horn. We got... Let's move this down a little bit. Alright, and let's kind of connect these two bits. Draw like a little bit of a ridge there. Alright, I think that's good. That side. Gosh. All those sippies and all that coffee makes me really have to go to the bathroom. We might have a short intermission here while I go to the bathroom really quick, because all those sippies. I was already drinking a lot before stream. Alright, so yeah, I'll be back. I'll just give me like, I don't know, give me like 2 minutes. Probably not even 2 minutes. And I'll be right back, okay? Yeah, you mod the chat, Ancient Skies. Make sure nobody gets in trouble. I'll be right back. I see you guys over there causing problems. I see you. You little troublemakers. Oh my god, Noki. Noki decided to follow me to the bathroom. And he just rubbed my legs the whole time. Now he followed me back out. He's rubbing my legs again. Noki, what do you want, bud? He's so desperate for attention right now. I think we're just gonna sit here for a minute and pet him. Also, that's the life with cats. You just have to accept that they're going to be in the bathroom with you. Quite often. Noki, yes, bud, what is it? Do you want to play? Is that what you want? Sorry, I'm busy, buddy. I'm busy. Oh, you're so cute, though. You see, I've created a, I've created an adorable monster because in order to play, like, you know, in the middle of the day when it's not normal playtime, he has to give us attention to get playtime. So, you know, that means, like, rubbing our legs and, like, or our faces, or just really anything. Just giving us attention in pretty much any fashion. So I think right now he really wants to play, so he's trying to give me as much attention as he possibly can, because he thinks it'll get him playtime. I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm busy, bud. If you go give Drew attention, you might get some playtime. Oh my god. Gotta give attention to get attention, basically. You see, he normally, during the day, he doesn't like pets because he only wants to play. So to counteract it, he has to give us, basically give us pets and then he'll get play. Because we just want to, like, pet him and give him, you know, we just want to love on him during the day, but he won't let us, so this is the only way we can get some good loving from him during the daytime. Nighttime, he's so lovable and cuddly, but daytime, he's so energetic, he just wants to play. I'm sorry, buddy. He just wandered off. I think he gave up. I think he was like, fine, you're not gonna give me what I want, I'll leave. Oh, I feel bad. But yeah, that's what happens when you train your cat to give attention to get playtime, I guess. I love it. I honestly do. I love finally being able to get attention from him during the daytime. So it's definitely worth it. But he also likes to give attention at the most inconvenient times. You know, I haven't seen Coda. Where's Coda at? He's normally, like, just kind of chilling under my feet. He might be chilling in the living room somewhere. I didn't see him on my way to the bathroom either, though. Let's see, I'm gonna take a peep. Don't see him on the security camera either. He might be sitting under the dining room table. He has to sit there a lot during the day.
Confirmed.
Yeah. He's just chilling under the table. They really like sitting under there. There's like, they're like bar height chairs. You know, with a bar height table. So like it's really tall. And like it's pretty well hidden under there with the chairs, and then we have a tablecloth over the top, so like it's like a little mini cave for them. They love it so much. They love to just hang out under there. They're such good boys. I love them. I love my babies. There we go. Let's get these other little horn thingies. Let's give this one a little less curve so it matches the outside a little bit better. Something more like that. We also need to thicken this line up. There we go. Oops. Let's give it like one more ring like right here. So let's connect these two. Boop and boop. And finish off the horn. It sounds like Noki's finally getting the playtime he was desperately trying to get. I guess Drew pitied him enough to give him some playtime. He was definitely working hard for that playtime though. They're so cute. I love cats so much. Like, you know, if you get a good parrot, a good cat, it's just such a joy to be with. Noki's definitely like a really great cat. He's such a good boy. Koda's not as much of a good boy, but he's very sweet to make up for it. We call him a real dummy sweetheart, because he's extremely dumb, but he makes up for it by just loving on you all the time.
And being hilariously stupid.
Yeah, and being hilariously stupid. Yeah, he's trying. He tries so hard. He tries really hard to be a good boy, but he just isn't. He's not quite there all the time. It takes him, like, so much longer to learn anything than it does Noki. But he does try. Eventually he'll get it most of the time. It just takes him a while. Slow learner. Alright, so we got our horns all lined up finally. Whoop! Oh, Noki's lying by my desk now. Alright, so now let's try to kind of... Oh gosh. Oh, he ran into my chair. His playtime gets a little aggressive sometimes. It's scary but funny. Alright, so I need to figure out how to blend the horn in with, like, the ear fluff a little bit better. But let's erase this side, because this side's, you know, this side's good to go. A little bit there. I don't think it's overlapping anywhere else. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Alright, so let's go back to this side. And figure out how this is gonna fit together. So we definitely need to rethicken these lines, because with that little edit, they kind of got real skinny. Can't have no super skinny lines around here. There we go, that fits better. Alright, so now let's just figure out how it's hiding behind the ear fluff. So maybe it goes like that. Just like poking out behind the ear. I think I need to make the fluff a little bit longer to make that work. It's like this. And then just kind of clean that edge up a little bit. I think that works. Yeah, I think that's good. So let's rethicken some of these lines. It still looks a little thin. At least when you're zoomed out. Alright, zoom out again, check everything. Let's thicken these lines a little bit. Especially like the ridge bumps, those got a little overlooked. There we go, okay. Now we can erase this little tiny part here. I think that might be good. Let's merge that down. There is one small edit I'm seeing I want to do. I just want to take this bit and kind of turn it up a little bit. Like that. So it kind of matches the other side a little bit better. Maybe a little bit further up. So let's actually add like another bump in there, in between these two. Or I guess like a little ridge, as I've been calling them. So let's just add right here. And it's gonna come down to like right about here. And now we just need to connect them. Right there and right there. And let's connect this top bit a little bit better too. Alright, almost there. We just need to do one more little turn. We're taking this very top piece, giving it a pretty sharp turn. And then I think it's going to match up very well. Oh yeah, that's great. That looks pretty good. Alright, what else can we do before we plop down some colors? Well, and work on the sign holder thing. think we need to... I think we may need to pull this up a little bit. Because this is a little... kind of like a drastic line back here. So let's just bump this up. And over a little bit. So I guess a little less dramatic. Evens out a little bit better. Let's just kind of connect that down there. Bring this up. We're gonna edit this line to kind of curve more this way. And connect these two again. There we go. It's a little less intense. It kind of fits better. Alright, so now let's do the vaccinated sign. Actually, no, I want to do another edit on the tooth here. I kind of mentioned it earlier that I wanted to come back to this tooth. There we go. Now that tooth is good. Alright, now let's do the syringe, because that's going to be pretty easy. I'm going to hide our previous line art and make a new layer. So we're just gonna... I'm actually going to do a horizontal symmetry line. Try to line it up in the middle of the syringe. I think that's like about there. So I want it to be even on both sides. Yeah, it looks about right. Now let's draw the... I don't know what part this is, the top part. Then like the little prenatal nub. Let's kind of flare it out a little bit right here and maybe round off this edge. And give it a little dip and straight down. Give it a little ridge right there. This is just gonna be like a straight line that way that I'm gonna taper off later. And we can't forget the back end. I'm again gonna taper it off a little bit right here. Boop. And now we get like the little pushy button bit. Clean that off because apparently that was
Pushy.
a little pushy button bit. The little bit that you put.
It's called the plunger.
The plunger. The pushy button. I mean, it's not even the pushy button part, it's like the part that you hold to push the pushy button. The pushy button stabilizer.
Ah.
Now we're doing the pushy button. There we go. He's trying to see me. The text... I don't really know. I think I'm gonna leave it kind of flat as it is, just so it's more legible. Because you want to be able to read this from a distance. But like, it would look cooler if it looked like it was supposed to be the... You know, like the little tick marks on the syringe. Like, so it wraps around. I don't know, I'm probably gonna play with it once I get to that stage. Right now it's just kind of a placeholder for me to get the syringe drawn up. Alright, there we go. We've got a syringe. Now let's do the tapered needle bit. Right there. Alright, so there's our syringe. I'm actually gonna boost it a tiny bit. Just to kind of make it fill up the space a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, that's what I want. Let me make sure it's not doing anything funky on the bottom. There. Now there's a tiny bit more space for the lettering. Oh, what was that? Did Coda pop his tunnel thing again? Hold on, I gotta check on Coda. I think he collapsed his, Yep, he collapsed his bridge. Coda, you're gonna... This is going bye-bye, Coda, I'm sorry.
He's just too chubby.
You're just a big flat boy. Oh, you're so big and chunky. You big old chunky boy. There we go. I'm back. Yeah, so, I guess long story short, we had like a mini cat tower that the cats used when they were like, you know, 1 and 2 month old kittens. But now they're way too big for it, and there's like a bridge on it. Now they're too fat, and it just kind of keeps collapsing. But it kind of pops off of the base of the cat tower, and there's like sharp staples under there, so we don't want him playing with it. But it pops out like that. But he loves it so much, I feel bad taking it away because he uses it every day. But oh well, we'll get him a new one. We'll get him like a grown-up kitty cat tower one of these days.
They have a grown-up kitty cat tower.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like a cheap one. I mean, like one that's not cheap and wobbly and kind of spoopy looking. Not looking, but, you know, looks spoopy to be on. Alright, I want to make sure that we are still lined up pretty well for our... Let's see, for our line art here. Let's scoot that down a smidge. And I think we're good to go. Alright, so now let's get the feathers, the rest of the feathers drawn in. Let's make sure my horizontal line still isn't there. There we go. Now let's get these feathers. And I might leave that last one off. Just 3. Let's do 3. Get the little feather bumpy bit there. Ugh, I got like cat hair on my mouth now. So that's the problem with cats. There's just hair everywhere. And like when you try to put chapstick on and you like get cat hair on your face, it just like sticks to your mouth. It's really gross.
This is a problem I don't actually have.
I just like to rub my face on the cats. It's just so soft. So soft and fluffy. Alright. So we've got our base going, so let's get rid of our... Just gonna do one more check here. Make sure I'm not missing any parts. Oh, I'm seeing one little part. We forgot to reattach the face to the horn. So I'm gonna just kind of do a little blob right there. And now it's reconnected. Alright, let's see. Nothing else? We got the band-aid, we got the mouth, and the teeth, and the tongue. Got the eyeballs. I think we're good to go. See, let me do one more edit. This kind of looks a little crooked. There. Now let's just go ahead and make a new layer. And we're going to select all the outside bits. We're going to select, modify, expand, 2, or sorry, we're supposed to be doing 2. Forgot we changed it to 5 for the drippy paws. 2. Now we select inverse. And blob. Now let's clean up all the outside bit. Looks like it actually did a fairly good job this time around. Not seeing like a ton of stuff in the corners here. Might be because I'm working on a larger canvas size than I normally do. Let me see, clean that little line up there. Yeah, looks like we're actually pretty good this time. Now let's make another layer. And this one's gonna be for the syringe. Expand. Inverse. We're gonna blob our color in. And looks like we're good. Cool, so now we can get to coloring. Oh, you can see my my little syringe reference there. Alright, let's move this down so I can grab colors. There we go. So let's grab this like creamy off-white color first. Blob it. I'm gonna take this black grayish cloak color here. Blob it some more. I'm also gonna like keep it closer to the fursuit. patterns. Just because, you know, it's going to be worn with the suit, so... And there's going to be little kids. So I'm going to try to match it closer to the suit than the reference here. See, we got the eyeball up there. We got, like, big cheek, I don't even know what you'd call this. Cheek blobs. So I'm gonna push this one up a little. Whoop! A little bit higher. There we go. Just to make it like look extra smiley like this. Like the pattern is being pushed up by that mouth. There we go. Maybe just smooth it up this way a little bit. Alright, so we got that. Cheek bloobs. Yes, cheek blobs. You got the little blobby cheeks. It looks like this goes like all the way around the muzzle. I just like making up words for stuff. I guess I don't think there's a word for the cheek blob thing. But you know, I gotta call it something. Let's see, we're gonna have like a thin line right there, but not much because perspective. And blob. Yeah, let's make that blob a little smoother. There. So now we need to do the bottom jaw. So let's grab a little bit right here and just pull it around. See, I want to kind of match it up from the top though, so let's bring it like that. That looks pretty good. I might do a little touch up later once I get more colored in, but for now this looks fairly decent. Alright, let's get some blobs going for the ears. Just so I know that they're going to be black. I believe there's also a white dot behind the ears, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, at least I think they're supposed to be. Can't really see it in the suit pictures, but it is in the reference, so I'm pretty sure it's on the suit too. Alright, let's go just blob that in. We're gonna fix that up a little bit later. You know, make it look a little bit nicer than this. I'm just kind of blobbing down the colors I'm using for now, so I don't have to keep color picking on the reference. See, so that's going to be this color, that's going to be that color. Same for all of these. And that, and a little bit down there. And then right here. And we also want that yellow color. Just plop on one of these, because it's going to be fuzzy. We want that blue color. Just blob it on the tongue. Let's see, what other mouth colors do we have? We got like a kind of like a darker blue. So we're gonna make that the inside here. Let's grab the tooth colors. Make toofy toofs. There we go. And it's just gonna look so messy for a little bit. But clean it up. Alright, where did the other colors go? We got the black. So it covers the whole shoulder. And it kind of goes dip down where the neck is. That's the other shoulder. And let's kind of make it a little bit more like that. Yeah, that seems good. Maybe a tiny bit more there. And let's see, we also have the wings. The wings are a little bit different between the reference and the suit, but we're going based on the suit. So let's just make all this part black. And you won't really see the white line on this wing anyway. Or not the white line, the black line. Hi, Coda! You wanna up? Up, buddy? Come on. Up. No, you wanna sit on the ground and be a pouty boy. I have to bend over to give Coda pets now, because he won't hop up on my lap. He's such a good boy, though. Oh, that's all you wanted? I guess you didn't want very many pets. Oh. What'd you do? Wait, where'd you go? Okay, he left. The wings are different because Superior got lazy. Well, you don't have to tell us that. You just gotta be like, oh yeah, I spent hours slaving over the design and, you know, ultimately I made the best decision to make it look... Yeah, make it pop out against the body, the torso. You gotta hype yourself up. Can't call yourself lazy. You can't do that. Alright, so I think that's like most of the color blobs that we need to work with. We'll do the eyes last. No lazy here! You made the best decision to be lazy. Okay, fair. That is fair. Alright, let's go ahead, color these in, you know, not blob color, and just like actually like clean it up, make it look nice. Gonna just kind of clean off these edges. Make sure we colored in every bit here. Let's see, I'm gonna kind of color through the tufts and then recolor those in. It's just easier to work that way with this part. Let's get a couple little lines right there. So it kind of looks fluffy down here. Alright, so we got that ear. Oh, let's not forget the little dot that kind of pokes out a little bit. Not much, but just a tiny bit back here. So you're probably gonna have the same thing on this side. Just gonna be like just barely visible little dot in the back of the ear. And let's color in the rest. Make sure I'm not coloring over the line there. And this time we are going to cover over the line just so it's easier to color in. So we didn't curve that very well. There we go. Now we can erase all this extra blobbiness. And make sure we get like little fluff lines at the bottom. There we go. And let's see. Just so it's easier for me to see what I'm doing, I'm just gonna color the eyes completely white right now. Just so I can clearly discern where that black marking is on the face. Color this eye. And all of it in. There we go. Oop, there. There we go. Now I can see a little better. Alright, now let's go ahead while we're on the face. Color in the rest of these green spikes. There. We've already pretty much got the feathers colored in for the most part. I'm just gonna take this yellow color, cover this all back, and then we're gonna take a soft brush, do soft round this one. Oh, I'm on the wrong color. There we go. And just kind of each feather, just gently add it in. And then for the spikes, I'm going to select the green color so I don't color outside the line. So I need to kind of press hard for these. Alright, let's color the tip of this one. And now I just need to touch up the base of that feather again. Just because of how we colored the yellow bit. There we go. Alright, now we want to... Let's stick with the green. We're just gonna finish out the horns. Yeah, get them all colored in. Don't have to be neat for the ridges yet, because that's gonna be a different color anyway. But at least get the rest of it colored up with the green. All the way around. And on the other one too. There we go, and that's actually supposed to be white right there. Now we'll take that yellow color again and zoom in a little bit more and get all those ridges. Oh, that is not Why is that not the color I want? I guess I accidentally selected the line art. It was like a brown instead of a yellow. And get this part. It's like we also need to touch up right here, because our gradient kind of bled into our horn a bit there. And let's get this one. Clean those edges off. Wee. Oh, the little ridges. Oh, the little things. There we go. And can't forget the other horn. There we go. Okay. So now we got the horns, we got the spikes, we got the feathers. Let's go ahead and do the mouth. So let's first of all get the back of the mouth colored up with that dark blue. And then we'll get the tongue. And now let's just clean up the teeth with that nice pure white. A little bit there, and a little bit here. And there we go. Mouth looks good. We'll probably add like a little shine on the tongue later. So I'm not gonna like really shade this, but I'm gonna add like small touches here and there just to make it look, you know, like the horns make it look shiny. Little spikes and stuff. Alright, so now let's go ahead and finish out the face markings. So it looks like the nose has like a little bump between the eyes. So I'm gonna kind of use that to blend the eyes up a little bit, so it's not such a harsh part right there. Let's see. And it might have to be a little bit harsh. Yeah, might have to just be kind of like a little point right there. Alright, let's go ahead and add like little fluff lines. Make my brush real small. Really get in there. Just add like tiny little lines just to make it look fluffy. Like almost blended in, but not really. Alright, I'm keeping the lines fairly short on the face just because, well, fur is generally short on the face. Doesn't really stick out very much. Let's see, let's go on and get like a line there. I'm gonna actually make these a little bit shorter actually. Make them not super noticeable. Same for the other side, just adding like tiny little lines that kind of carefully bleed into the black. And take the black and bleed it out into the white a little bit. And just kind of keep going back and forth like that. And other side. Same thing, just swishing all the colors around. Whoop. Alright, we want to see, make sure it looks good zoomed out. Still does. Alright, I'm going to work on this part down here, where it starts to tuck under the eye. Let's see. I think it actually still looks pretty good where it curves down into the mouth. So I'm gonna keep that area. Just, you know, add little fluff lines to the little corners here. Alright, now I think the only part's the opposite eye underneath it. Just gonna clean this up a little bit, make this like a little circle there. Make that a little bit smoother here. And then it should be ready to go for fluff lines. There we go. That looks good, looks good. Let's do a little bit of touch-ups right here where the like little dots kind of peep in. Then I think that's good for the face. Let me check. Yeah, well, I mean, except for the eyeballs, but we're gonna do that very last. I don't know why I always save them for last. I just always do. Right, let's go ahead and get some fluff lines going on here. We're gonna make these stand out a little bit more just because the fur is longer down here. Something like that, maybe. See, let's actually clean up this side. This side got a little bit wonky. Like this one right here. There we go. That seems fairly good. Let me just kind of touch this part up. Alright. Yeah, it seems like, I feel like the sides don't match, so let's make this side a little bit thicker. This side has fairly thick spikes, so the sides have really thin ones. Just thicken those up, and now it fits. Yeah, that's better. Do the wings. I mean, the wings are pretty much already done. Just gotta get those tiny corners, and then that's good to go. Get that part. And then... let's do the band-aid. So let me look up a SpongeBob band-aid real quick on my phone. So I mean, like, I know what SpongeBob looks like, but like, what do their band-aids look like? SpongeBob band-aid. Alright, we got... okay, well that's the box. It's just a whole bunch of pictures of the SpongeBob band-aid box. Okay, that's about what I was expecting, just SpongeBob slapped onto the band-aid. Alright, so let's kind of make our own little rendition of it, I guess. We'll do like a similar, like, blue, like, blue background. So that's a little too dark. Let's make that a little bit lighter. So I want it to stand out against the fur here. There we go. That's good. And then it's like a lighter blue on the inside. Alright, and then it's pretty much just SpongeBob on it. So let me grab yellow. See, it's a fairly bright yellow. Let's go like that. Actually, because of this, I'm gonna erase these dots right there, just so we can actually see. We can actually see SpongeBob. Let's do like a little triangle here, and let's see. He's kind of like blocky a little bit. Like that. And then he's got, what, he's got brown. Oh no, I need to see this picture of SpongeBob now. There we go. He's got white pant thing. And then he's got the brown pants. I guess the white part's supposed to be like his shirt, actually. Right, brown, it's like a light brown up there. Yeah, and this is supposed to be a little bit thicker. Up there. And let's see. Let's give his like little legs in there. Hello? Can I see what SpongeBob legs look like? I'm pretty sure they're just like sticks that just pop out. There we go, there's a picture. Yep, they're pretty much just sticks that pop out. So let's just add, now 2 legs there. Cover them back up, and then add these little like pant legs. I'm gonna make sure this edge is nice and crisp. Let's add his little... I'm gonna take the black from the band-aid and just like kind of add his little line art here. So it's a little bit too... Bless you. It's a little too intense. So let's go like a dark brown. So that's actually still too dark. Let's go a little bit lighter brown. There we go. That's a little bit better. So let's add our like little sponge lines. Then he has like little triangles. He's gonna have a tie in the middle, but we don't need to worry about that yet. Gonna add his little outlines here. Up on the top. A little bit down there. Cool, so we got that part. Let's get his pants lined up. There, his little legs. What?
Coda wants attention.
I know, he's sitting right by me, and I also see I have some stuff going on in chat. Let's get, I'll do the sippies first, and then we'll do the purr and meow. Thank you for the sippy purr. Oh, sorry. Do you need to investigate this, Coda? He took one sip of my drink and left. I guess that's all he wanted. Meow. Meow. Meow, meow. 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 Meow, 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 meow. Translating that. Have a good time, Ink. Hope you get some good groceries. Have a good time. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, okay, let's finish out the SpongeBob. Alright, I'm gonna... Do I still have the border on? I still do. Line that part. Let's get his red tie. It's like a bright red tie. That's not really tie shaped, that's a blob. Wow, why is it hard to draw a tie? It's like the easiest part here. It's just like a big triangle. I guess so. There we go, here's a tie. Well, I said that's actually too long. Too long of a tie. There we go. There's his tie. Just kind of draw the little edges here. There we go. Now, let's do his little arm thingies. See, they're kind of low. Let's do like him waving, maybe. So let's get our outline again. Oh, hi Coda, what you want?
A thumbs up.
Oh, a thumbs up, yeah. And Coda's back looking for more attention. You wanna hop up, buddy? Come on. Hop up. Come on, buddy. Good boy. Good boy, Coda. You're so sweet. You're such a good boy. I love that he likes to join me. What does his hands look like? Oh, that's what they look like. Okay.
Oh,
What?
just suddenly really long arm.
Alright, I'm gonna try to re-edit that line back in. Give them like little fingers. Doing like a little thumbs up. I'm just gonna do it like that. It's so tiny. It's now you have a SpongeBob sticker and a patch. Alright, let me get the pure white from the teeth. Just kind of blob in where his eyes are gonna be. So they're pretty big. Give those outlines a little bit. Give his like little 3 eyelashes.
I think he has more shape eyes.
They're pretty circular. Yep. At least with the picture I'm looking at. Actually, a lot of the pictures I'm looking at, they're very... It's kind of scary. So he's like staring into my soul a little bit. But at least the one I was referencing, he's not staring into my soul. Let's get his nose. And his little mouth. Like it's off-brand SpongeBob. I don't really draw cartoony like this, so I'm not good at it. Alright, he's got his like cheek that covers his eye a little bit too. Little freckles. Color in his nose. And he's got mouth. Pretty much just standard mouth colors, kind of a dark red. And then like a pink tongue. And his buck teeth. Can't forget the buck teeth. Oh, that's not white. Let's see, let's try to let's push it out a little bit more. One there and one here. Gotta zoom in a little bit more. It's so tiny. I think the main thing that's throwing me off is I made his forehead too big. Should push his face up. Let's get his blue eyes really quick. Yeah, they're fairly blue. Let's do, I don't know, like that blue. That's close-ish. I feel like he's looking at you. And get he's got like fairly black pupils. Alright, so now I'm just gonna take his whole face and scoot it up, because that's too low. So I'm actually gonna deselect the top part. There we go. Now I can scoot it up better. About there, maybe. Just kind of color in all the stuff that kind of popped up now. Why can't I color in? Oh, that's why. See my pop. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep transparency on right now so I can see where I'm missing. Bit there and right here. Color in the bottom bit. Alright, so now we got that. Now he needs his little spots. They actually look kind of greenish.
They're greenish and they're not spots, they're holes.
Well, I know they're holes, but the way the color is, like, may as well be spots. Just kind of give them like little spots there. It's just too many in the top. Let's do like one here, like 2 there. Let's do there. Give like 1 right here.
I think his nose is too thick.
It is. Let's try to thin it up. Yeah, from a distance it looks like SpongeBob. Alright, so now we need... I don't know, Patrick next, I guess?
What I'd recommend for the rest of it is do that little floral pattern that's always in the sky.
Oh yeah, let's do SpongeBob flower. Flower. I always did like the flower pattern. Very nice. Alright, so let's do like a pink. Get like one like right here. And let's do a yellow. Actually, no, wait, let's keep away from yellow because SpongeBob's on there. Let's do like orange. Let's do like one up here. And let's do blue. Wait, no, we already have blue. Green. Let's do a different green. Let's do like a brighter green. That's better. And what other colors are there? We already did pink. Let's do red. I'm gonna just do like a hint of a one like right here. And just keep away from red. That looks like it's just bloody. Bleeding all over the place. I think right there. There we go, there's SpongeBob. Okay. I put way more effort into that band-aid than I should have. But sometimes you just gotta go with it. Alright, let's do the eyes. Alright, so let's get like this green color. So that looks like it's the base of the eye. And get that all colored in. A little bit there. Alright, let's do dark green for the inside of the eye. Oh wow! Oh, thank you for the 10 biddies, Ancient Skies. You're really stepping it up there, aren't you? Sorry, you can't do one, you gotta do 10. Is it because Inkblitz showed you up that one time with his 2 bits? You know, I have yet to actually buy any bits on Twitch. It seemed fun. A lot of... He cheated? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I guess if he cheated, then can't be blamed for that. For being out-cheered with bits. Alright, let's do... I'm gonna select the green out here. I'm just gonna get a darker green on my soft brush, and we're just gonna kind of blend the top of this a little bit. Maybe like a smidge on the bottom too. But mostly the top. Let's get like a slightly darker one for like even like right here. Really dark right there. There we go, that just adds like a nice little gradient to it all. So I'm actually gonna reselect that. Get a little bit touch up right there. There we go. And let's get our dark green. Get even darker. And kind of again do like a little blend right here. Maybe it's like get even darker a little bit. Just like just for the tippy tip. There we go. Just adds like a nice little, I don't know, big shadow to the eye. Alright, let's do this. And let's go ahead and get our line, or I guess let's get our eye shines in here. So we're gonna have like one here, and one there. And we're gonna have another little one right there. And we're just gonna duplicate it and move it over to the other side. But we're also going to kind of squish it a little bit. No, oh wait. Same size, but squish. There we go. And just kind of get that corner off because it's kind of covered up there. Same for that side. There we go. Now let's merge those eye shines down. Let's go ahead and give all these spikes like a little shine, but it's gonna be like green tinted. Let's do it brighter than that. That's a little too unnoticeable. I'm actually going to do it a little bit of a different way. Instead of doing it like that, I'm just gonna make a layer above our colors. We're just gonna go pure white. I'm just gonna add a little shine down here. A little there, a little bit on the teeth. A little bit there and there. And on the tongue. And then we're just gonna blend some of these, not all of them, just like a little bit. A little bit right there, and on the teeth, on the edges there. Let's also do the horns a little bit. Just like there. It's really on like one edge. And like right there. And almost all the way. There we go. Now let's just blend that up again. And we're gonna edit the blending mode on these so they match a little bit better. So let's just see what overlay looks like. Not bad, not great. Soft light, hard light. Let's try vivid light, but we're gonna knock it down a bit. There we go. So now it's like, you know, little hints of shines, which is really all we need. Don't want it to be too involved here. Alright, so now we just need our little vaccinated color. So let's grab our references again, scoot it up so I can reference the color of a syringe. It's really not too colorful. So it's kind of like a bluish plastic. So let's kind of grab it, make it more gray than that. And then let's make the tip, the plunger as it's apparently called, white. And actually let's keep that part. So just the plunger white and also the grippy bit. And then down here, we're gonna get to that funky color. Looks like it actually kind of goes up into this bit a little bit. So let's do that. Let's do this. Now, I'm gonna take away the vaccinated words for a second here. Let's do that. So actually, let's get our last view symmetry so we can actually make sure it's nice and even. Alright, this we're gonna make it a little bit darker again. Now let's take our soft brush and kind of blend it a little bit better. There we go. That's better. Now we want our little plunger looking thingy. Let's actually keep with the blue. Make it like that color. And get our plunger kind of against the colored bit here. Oh, yeah, wait, no, I'm on this side. I'm on the other side of my head. The opposite side. But yeah, I guess you couldn't see when I was coloring this plunger bit over here. I kind of forget sometimes that you can't see the whole screen like I can, because I'm covering a bit of it. Especially when there's fire. When there's fire, it's really... the screen's real covered up. Here, I can kind of scoot it this way. I'm working on this side. But you can at least see. Let's get a darker color. I'm gonna get the edges in here. There we go. Fire. Okay, well, we'll put on some fire. Just for you, just a little bit of fire. There we go. Let's get that. All right, so we got our little bits here. Let's maybe make it like more like that. I'm also going to take this black and make it more like a gray. So it's supposed to be like a shiny metal, but also this is probably going to be printed on a white paper, so you know, can't make it too bright. Oh, okay, let's take symmetry off here so I can color this part. There we go. Let's get that. I don't know. Maybe I should leave it like the outside black. Alright, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here. So we'll have a very thin black outline. And then we'll have some bright highlights on the inside. It's like little, even smaller than that, little lines right here. There we go. Now it should be visible against the white paper, but still, you know, look a little shiny. Alright, so now let's play with the vaccinated sign. I might just not even deal with this, like, plunger bit down here. Whoopsies. Wrong layer. There we go. Just make all this that kind of grayish-blue color. Just for simplicity's sake. Now let's play with vaccinated. So this is just kind of like base. Maybe just give like a little stroke here. Let me see. Is that on the right? Yeah, it's on the right thing. Yeah, I think it'd be cool if it looked like it was part of the syringe. Make it fire color. I can make it fire color. Hold on. Hue shift, we want this to be 0. We want this to be 0. There we go. There's a regular fire color. Alright, vaccinated. Let's go ahead, squish it down a little bit. Can I give it a little bit of extra breathing room on either side of the syringe? See, I want to see what it looks like with a... Let's turn that off so we can see like just the badge. Now let's see how it looks with like a stroke around the outside maybe. It's not going to stand out too much. This white against almost white. But like a tiny bit can help a lot. See, it's kind of... God. Park people are outside again. I think I mentioned it in a previous stream, but we live like next to a car person. They rent one of the like single car garage units right outside our apartment, and they're always like, you know, fixing up cars around it, but they're also being very loud about it, you know, having like engines are revving and like playing loud music and stuff like that. So it's not like too bad, but it's a little annoying sometimes. They just stop their music. No, at least normally doesn't last very long when they are being loud. Alright, so I'm going to add like little kind of marks on the syringe. Oops. Hold on. Okay, let me hide this a little bit. Just kind of doing like little fake measurement lines. I mean, it's mostly going to be hidden, but I don't know. It makes me feel better. Oopsies. Alright, so we got some lines. Let's also do... So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this below the line art layer. I'm going to make the vaccinated word a clipping layer. Or like, you know, it's going to be clipped by the end of the syringe. Deselect, and let's take a white color. We're going to add like little shade to it, little shades. Whoopsies, that's too much. Wow, what is going on there? Jeez. Alright, we're just gonna make it like shiny looking. Little on the top, little on the bottom. We're also gonna have in the middle, let's do like a dark purple. And kind of just make the middle a little shaded. So let's bring down all those colors. Let's make this like a soft light. See, that doesn't really affect that black at all, does it? Wow. Let's see, what's going to affect it? Let's try hard light. That looks like it affects it pretty well. We're gonna bring it up pretty high, just because we want this syringe to be real shiny. And the shadow, bring the shadow up just like a little bit. I'm going to probably put it on... Let's see, let's try to do... maybe color burn. Because it kind of helps like that border around vaccinated stand out a little bit better. But it still gives it like a shadow down the middle. Let's bring it down just a smidge though. So let's bring them...
I would be concerned about actually printing that.
The gradients?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a good printer to print a gradient like that.
Well, we still look good on digital. Let me bring it down.
I mean, you could send two versions.
Yeah. Alright, let's do the eyes. Oh, no, go away. Alright, we're gonna keep the same colors for this. We're going to do just a simple thing from the top up. And a simple thing from, or sorry, the bottom up, and then simple from the top up. Pretty much the same when we do the stickers, really. It's not really going to be that noticeable. Especially not for printing, but you know, when you're looking at it digitally, it makes a small difference. See, I actually might add like a second layer for down here. Oops, that's the wrong color. We want dark. Just so it looks like it's well hidden behind the syringe. Makes it stand out a little bit better. And we're also, I'm gonna do another little thing. We're gonna take the syringe and we are going to, that's the eye shines. Let's add, let's do this. Apparently I can't do that. Sometimes it does not work. Alright, let's paint bucket this. There we go. Just add like a little border around it. So that's maybe a little too small. Let's do like a 7. 7 looks pretty good. I think that's all good. See, this feels a little too bright. I might actually just take that off. Because it feels pretty good with just the shadow down there. Yeah, that feels pretty good. And, you know, just for simplicity's sake, let's select that. And we're going to just make a stroke around the whole thing. Let's make it like, I don't know. Maybe not, maybe same thickness, maybe 7. Or we can do thicker. Let's do like 10. Come on, let me zoom in. There we go. See, we have one spot right there. Clean off. And I think that's really the only spot I see. So we did a pretty good job at keeping it all nice and, I don't know, nice and neat. Now I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna erase some of the shadow on the band-aid, because I want the band-aid to stand out. I put effort into it. That and it's kind of an important part of the whole idea of the badge. Yeah, it is a lot of effort. I'm also going to take my dodge tool. So I'm on the wrong layer. That's why it's not doing anything. This one. So not on the... Oh, it's probably... let's try doing it on highlights. Brighten up that sticker a bit. That's too much. Let's do like a little before and after here. Yeah, that really brightens up that. So that should print better. Nice and bright. And brighten up these edges just a smidge more. Okay, that should be good. Okay, I think that's good to go. Well, what time is it? About 5:30? That's probably about time for me to get wrapped up then. So we did a badge today, surprise. I kind of thought we'd be working on the ref today, but I don't know. Brain decided to go back to badge because badge is fun. Let's get that off. Let's get these buttons up here. Here we go. So yep, that should be muted. There we go. I don't know if we have anybody to raid today. Let's take a peep. We don't really have anybody on here either. What happened to everybody? There was like 6 people at one point. Now we're at 2. It's okay. There's nobody online to raid anyway. You're still here? I know you're still here. Oh, I accidentally pressed a button on my phone. But yeah, so let's go ahead. We don't have anybody to raid, so we're just gonna sign off and stop it there. Hope y'all had a good time today. Hope you enjoyed watching me make a vaccinated badge. I like how it came out. I think it's super cute. Yeah, I'm really happy how this came out. Well, I will see you all. Let's see, today's what, Thursday? Yeah, I'll probably be streaming again tomorrow. Look at the bingo! Look at it go, bouncing all over the screen.
Oh, you only put one up?
I might be able to change it. I don't know. I didn't play with the settings. I just kind of put it on default, which on default I think it's like, you know, 1 per group of the stickers. Let me see. So if I do copy, I'm gonna spam my own chat here for a sec. Yeah, it's 1 per group. So if you want to spam a bunch of stickers, then you can do that. But anyway, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. I don't know what we'll be doing tomorrow. Maybe Pokemon, but maybe we'll be working on some personal art or more badges. I don't know. We'll see. But I hope you had a good time, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!